Hi there, it's Catherine, and I'm here for my weekly vlog. Or um, what else could I call this? Just riffing. I like that, riffing. What's going on? So, if you've been following my saga, you know that I have been dealing with central lymphatic issues and that I went down to the University of Pennsylvania and I had a procedure to unblock what they call an occluded or blocked thoracic duct, which is where the fluid um, drains, gets transported and drains into the venous system. Well, it's back. um, so after some long conversations, I met with Dr. Itkin this week, and I am going to have to go back down to the University of Pennsylvania for yet again another procedure. But here's the thing, and I'm going to share all of this with you because um, that's Cara Mia. You want to say hi? Do you want to say hi to everyone? Yeah, you can say hi. Those are the lipedema ladies. Oh, that was so cute. So Dr. Itkin. So so here's the thing that I have such awareness. She loves me. I have such awareness that nobody really knows. Nobody really understands. And I feel like this is a repeat pattern. Like when I started with lipedema, which was in 2010, 2011 was the beginning of, actually, it was earlier than that, but it was around then that I delved into the research and started to identify what it was. So, so here I am with the central lymphatic dysfunction. And it's not a small thing. It severely affects my quality of life, as they would say. So I'm having trouble breathing. I'm having trouble moving. I'm having trouble eating, which is, being a, a foodie and having dealt with compulsive eating like for years and years and years and having it under control. It's not amounts, it's not what I'm eating, it's just eating anything and feeling some kind of um, kickback from it. Um, and there's more. So I had a hissy fit this week. A hissy fit, big fight with God. Hi, Marilee. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Um, so the hissy fit comes down to it's not fair. How can I be dealing with lipedema all these years, lymphedema, and then end up in this situation from a flight, from an airline flight? Well, it was 4 flights, but who's counting? In November. So I thought I was doing so much better. I made plans to go to Italy in September. Well, they've been canceled, and it looks like in September I'll be going down to the University of Pennsylvania Hospital again for another surgery. I don't want to bore everyone. Like I keep thinking, who wants to hear about all of this? Except the reason that I talk about it is I can't be the only one in the community. I know of others, and I know that there are comorbidities that come with lipedema and lymphedema that doctors don't know about, and maybe we don't know about it. So here's what I do know. I do know that I had been struggling for quite a while, for several years, And even with everything that I had done and doing everything that we recommend for people to do, I wasn't having the results that I wanted or the results that I saw some of the other lipedema ladies have. And, I was like, well, what am I doing wrong? Notice that pattern. There's that, that's where I first came up with, you mean it's not my fault? Because there's always the first inclination for self blame and for thinking, oh, something I'm doing, got to be something I'm doing. So, through this whole process, it's expanding the awareness that I say again and again and again and again in every single webinar we do, that it's N equals 1. You are your own laboratory, and you are going to have to figure out what's unique to you. And so I have been finally, and I say that because it's been months of my fighting and pushing against all of this and trying to fix it. And so I'm now in my academic, scientific observation mode. What can I learn? What can I learn about this? What is my body telling me? What is it that there is to know about something like this? First of all, I've learned way more about the lymphatic system. Oh my God, thanks for your likes and your hearts. I really appreciate it. Oh, hi, Julie. It's so good. It's so good to see you. And Susan from South Africa. Julie's from California. Marilee's from the Pacific Northwest. And anyone else who's here, go ahead and let me know you're here and put your name in the chat. And Florida has no doctors. So we are learning, and this is more of the learning process. So we have a small group. We get together. Kelly Bell, who's come on numerous times, and he's spoken at a number of our conferences, has central lymphatic issues. And he knows a lot about his own experience with it. And so his wife, Jen, she is amazing. She is his partner, his research buddy, his lymphatic therapist. She does a lot of the manual lymph drainage for him. Hi, Doreen, Tampa, Florida. And somebody, Lisa, Portland, Oregon. And Lynn, oh, hi, Lynn. It's so nice to see you. Lynn Serrano. It's really great to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. So I'm going to refer to Leslyn's book because she has a book that came out like last year sometime. It's called The Lymphatic Code. And they used Sherlock Holmes' quote throughout it. And I feel like that is an appropriate metaphor for what so many of us are left to do. And which is to, get that magnifying glass. Look with curiosity, with good questions. Even without having the answers, the questions frame the journey. The questions frame the discovery process. And that's something that I've been really discovering in the past, I want to say, well, it's been months, but like I said, this week was a hissy fit. This week was a 2-year-old taking a tantrum. I was like, no. How many of you have 2-year-olds? And you know that it's like, And that's what it was like. I was like, okay, I'm not playing anymore. That's it. I'm gone. I'm not doing it. Nah, 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 nah. I could really get into it because because I was doing all of it and feeling all of it, but I didn't act it out, as this is much more fun acting it out. Oh my God, acting out. So, one of the things that's happened in this past month for Lipedema Awareness Month is I feel like a whole new world has opened up. And I shared this world with you that there are so many lipedema ladies out there on social media talking about their experience, raising awareness. We had Pale Ginger Pear. She is very large bodied. She'd had numerous surgeries. She came in during our lipedema challenge and shared her story. But I have found so many. I just found a wonderful, I think her name is Allison Jacobs. She's a lipedema lady. You know, part of it is these are all the mamas. There's the lipedema mama, which is Sean Bigby. I think that's how she says her name. Um, Ashley. There's a number of the younger generation who most probably exacerbated their lipedema, even though they would have had it at puberty, but through pregnancy, and in several cases, several pregnancies, and then as we age and go into perimenopause, lipedema exacerbates. So this whole generation is bringing so much awareness, and I have to say delight. So in my hissy fit mood, I have been on Instagram and on TikTok looking at all these reels. And also we've started to do reels as well, and snippets. Like we have the podcast, the mini podcast we do, it's called the Alexa Flash Briefings. But now we're adding images and video, and oh my God, it's so much fun. So in the middle of my hissy fit, I took a deep dive into um, Facebook and YouTube shorts and Instagram reels, and started to look at, oh my God, there was one woman in a bikini, lipedema woman in a bikini, dancing at the beach. And I'm like, whoa, girl, go. You go, girl. And anyway, so I've been on this journey. And so it sort of moved me from a hissy fit, which lasted a while, into this place of just curiosity. It's like, all right, something is going on. I thought it was better. It was better. Um, and then it got worse again. And now I have to deal with a whole other layer. And instead of, you know, throwing a tantrum, which is my first and most favored response, is the second response, which is, wow, isn't this fascinating? What on earth is going on here? There's something, and they don't know. So I'm going to have to find out. I don't want to. I'd rather not. I'd rather someone, hand me an article or a book, or sit me down for an appointment and say, this is what's going on and this is what you need to do. That would be lovely, but that ain't going to happen. So I am beginning to understand the complexities. And I'm beginning to observe the complexities, understanding it and being able to make significant and relevant meaning of it all is a longer process than just a few months. So stay tuned because I'll be doing this. And I just have to say that, one of the symptoms is brain fog. People talk about brain fog. Well, what is it? I'll tell you what it is. I got online to do this vlog at 4:15 because in my mind I was thinking it was 4:30. Why 4:30? I don't know. It's like, fog in the brain. And so I was on here at 4:30 and I looked, and usually it tells me go live, and it wasn't. And when I looked, it said 5 p.m. We go live at 5 p.m. So I said, oh, okay. So I went back to Instagram and I watched some more reels. And but that's the level of brain fog. Waking up in the middle of the night with raging headaches because the lymphatic fluid has nowhere to go. It's not getting processed out. So, the thing that I can say to be continued, I have to go do this. I'll be right back. I got to go get my magnifying glass. Well, so much for that good idea. I couldn't find my magnifying glass. I will find it and I will be able to pull it out at some point. But for the time being, it's like this magnifying glass. It's when I get into this kind of very almost anal retentive focus of looking for the answers. So that's my life. And that's my life with lipedema, lymphedema, and now central lymphatic disorder. So we'll see where it all leads. Let's see. I hope you all have. I'm going to these are great comments. Uh, oh my God. So Julie says, lipedema and lymphedema surely keeps us guessing. What the hell is it going to pull on us next? I don't know, Julie, but we'll find out together. Paige, it's so good to see you. Let's see. Paige says, I think I've become technically challenged. Took me 5 minutes to figure out where to say hello. Anyway, howdy. So good to see you, Paige. I'm so glad you joined us. Mayo Clinic, some stuff. Thank you. Yeah, obsessive. That's what it is. Obsessive. That's what I do. So Jamie says, have you tried the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville? More of the brain fog, slurring words. I thought, well, do I have dementia? And then I'm like, nah, I don't have dementia. I'm at 74. I'm still pretty lucid, but I do have some brain fog. And it's funny because it's much better early in the day, but as the day wears on, it starts to get kind of wonky. So, welcome with me on the journey. I'm so amazed that you keep showing up. I think, but let me tell you, knowing the process, I'm going to be able to share with you all of the minutia of getting to what is going to end up being a huge breakthrough. So hang out with me and we will do this together. Have a wonderful week. I love you. Mm. See you when I do. Oh, I usually say what's coming up. We have a CSIG coming up, a coaching special interest group, and it's really great. It's the title is "There's More to You Than Meets the Eye," and so we're going to do our holistic. Oh my God, I love that. Face blue, three eyes. You can't possibly be 74. I am. Isn't that amazing? I'm like a little blown away myself because I don't feel 74. 74 feels old. But anyway, it's true. So come join us. Here is the link. We're going to have a free webinar on the 19th. It's going to be a webinar for everyone who's registered for Heart to Heart in October, and for anyone who's interested in our coaching special interest group, and for anyone who wants to come and hang out with a bunch of really interesting ladies who talk a lot about lipedema. So I hope you'll join us, and that's how you register. And have a fabulous morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is you do, wherever you are in the world. And from the bottom of my heart, I'm so appreciative that I have that I'm not alone, that I'm not doing all this alone, that I have people who not only are interested but are part of the process. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Ciao.